a nutritious heritage bird that grows slower, won't be as big, but it'll have more nutrition and more flavor. Morning, Missy. You can see through the wires. And your little, oops, wrong button. Little, this is gonna be your chicken run, huh? You bought it off an auction site for what, like 20 bucks or something?
Yeah, what a great deal.
So it'll take, I mean, it's not like a daily mover, but we can move it once a week. Get a crew together, help us move it. It's not that heavy. A couple people could move it, but it'll be more stable. It'll work till winter time.
Yeah, then we'll
Take the tarps off and put them in the inside somewhere.
and they get out of the trailer.
Yeah, they've been locked up in the trailer for too long. Good morning, chickens. We may have to put you in a run, not a run, a chicken tractor for a couple of days till we get to safety. We need to buy us a goose. Oh, stretch it, buddy. My chickens have never finished out this fast, and I've always used a feed that was mixed locally. This year I'm feeding Combox all natural, whatever that means, 22% start to finish, and my birds have grown much better. Now, I don't necessarily believe in that per se. This breed wants to grow that fast, so you could not extend them like I have extended them too far before, but on a feed that didn't perform like this. This feed performs, so they get done quick. They're mostly ready to go. There's a mix in here of younger and older ones, so we'll come in here and pick out the fat ones here. Hopefully 2 weeks. We don't lose too many in 2 weeks, but that's the plan. So like the labeled Rouge chickens have a very specific way they need to be raised, and old heritage breeds take about 18 weeks to finish out, and they're not as big as this, which is fine. You're getting real chicken flavor. These are going to be great chickens, but the chicken meat itself isn't going to have flavor. They're just designed for growing. So if you want meat that has flavor, you got to get an old heritage breed that wants to grow slower. These birds are made for growing fast. Of course, we got some egg layers in here too, but these birds are made for growing fast, and flavor was not on the, and they lose some nutrients in the process. So a nutritious heritage bird that grows slower, won't be as big, but it'll have more nutrition and more flavor. These birds will provide plenty of meat, but will have less flavor and overall less nutrition. Now, our birds aren't cluttered up with a bunch of, unnecessary garbage. We normally raise them in these chicken tractors, but we got them out on this free range deal now, and it's looking wonderful so far. We're dog sitting for my daughter while she's on vacation, and he's not used to being here, so he's a little, well, he's advertising himself. He's barking, so he may be barking throughout this video. That's going to be a little annoying maybe, but I was so numb to tank barking all the time that maybe he was barking during the videos too. Catching bugs. They mowed the hay up yonder yesterday. I don't know if that stirred up the tree swallows. There's a nest of tree swallows here behind me, but all the little birdies are picking the bugs off the cows. My dead fir trees there, they're picking at that. But Kip is barking up a fit, so that'll hopefully won't be too annoying. But I'm gonna move the cows here and give them some fresh grass. I let them on a little smaller section this time. This is a pen, I don't know, a month or so ago, something like that, that I gave them the initial 5,000-ish square feet, and that wasn't 8,000 square feet. Then I gave them another 5,000 square feet. Well, this time I broke it up into thirds again, so they probably had about 8,000-ish square feet. And they did okay. Some of it's clipped down low, and some of it they left behind where there were manure piles. And they don't really want to eat that mature grass. They will if I force them to. I don't have to force them just yet. They're all laying around in the shade. I may not give them a back fence today. I'm not sure. Or maybe later on I'll come out and redo the back fence. They need some shade. Next week they're going to need some shade for sure because it's going to be hot. We haven't had any super hot days yet, but the next week or two looks like a heat wave coming through, and these cows are going to need some shade. And plus, they're never going to want to move the way it is right now. It's Father's Day tomorrow, and I've always said that we need good men in the world. I'm sure somebody out there with a different mindset is going to take offense to that. We need good women too, but we've gone so far away from building good men that we don't have good leaders in the world. And you can look at it from whatever viewpoint you want, but we need men to be good leaders in the world so that we can correct some of the things we've messed up. As a father of 5, I need good men. Father of 5 daughters, I need good men in the world to be good suitors, be good husbands to my daughters, and be good fathers to my grandchildren. It's important that we have good men in the world, build character, establish themselves, to know how to lead properly. We need to do that early on. We need to teach our young men and young women, but we're talking about young men today. We need to teach them to be leaders. Because you're going to have to lead. You're going to have to lead your children. You're going to have to lead in your family. You may not be the leader of your company. You may not be the leader of some organization, but you're going to need to be a leader in your family. It's important, and we got to raise good men. Hey, y'all gonna come over here? Okay. Anybody getting up? I should have brought a tripod with me. This is gonna be terrible footage. Okay. 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 Let's go. Come on. You want it? That's terrible footage. Come on. Let's go. Okay. Okay. The old bull's thinking it over. He roused up Summer. You gonna lead him on, Summer? Okay. 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 There comes Miss Summer. Okay. 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 Let's go. Come on. It's wide open, ladies. I hear you, 26. Let's go. Come on. Old number 9. Helen. There's old bull captain. Hope them swallows eat some flies. They all over me. CG, number 6. Bia. Old Maybelline. Good job, ladies and gentlemen. Got a couple little bulls in there. That's got to be a priority too. We're going to have to fix you guys up. All right. Yep, that's gross. There you go. Get them roused up and get their bowels moving. Look at them going after that fresh grass. They weren't even hungry. You saw them laying around lounging. But you offer them some fresh ice cream, they're going to go get it. It's important that we give our children a real hero. Try and give them a real hero in life. One that grows up and through his mistakes. So we're not going to be perfect, and we don't need to, give a comic book idea of a hero. But we need to provide them with someone that they can look up to, someone that they think, hung the moon. course, one day they're going to find out that we didn't hang the moon. But until that day, we should be actively trying to be that person to them. And heroes are people with, good morals and good direction in their life. I'm so encouraged to see all these tree swallows around. We have plenty of barn swallows, but they aren't out running yet. But the tree swallows, I was afraid that the house sparrows had really dominated them out of here. But we have tree swallows all over this field today, and that's really encouraging. But we need to create an image for our children that this is the standard. This is who I want to be. Don't be the bad example. Oh, I know exactly how to be because I don't want to be like my dad. We should desire to give them, someone that they want to be. They don't have to be my clone, but we want to give them a good example, and that's that hero complex. Certainly, I want to be a hero, but more, I want them to think that I'm their hero. I know what failures I have, and they will see what failures I have. They'll see what failures you have, but that shouldn't cause us not to be good fathers, and that should be the motivation for us, is to be that person regardless of what happens in life. Yeah, I don't know if we'll be able to keep them in here a week at a time or not. May have to move them by the half week. Couple days, they're already laying it down pretty heavy.
Yeah.
But we got your chickens in the chicken run.
Woohoo!
There's 18 chickens in here. That'll be a big factor too. The little ones are getting along okay right now. We'll have to keep an eye on them. We gotta get you some feed and get the water in here.
I'm shocked at how big these chickens are. Like, I didn't realize how big they were in the trailer. We got some fat chickens, maybe too fat.
They're laying good though, so I don't think we put that. But are you excited? Look at them eating your grass.
I know, I'm so excited. I saw them as soon as the first couple got put in here. They found a slug.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
So you got 9 that are laying, 2 that are semi-mature. They should be laying soon. Right there they are. There's the 2. So there's 2 ladies that are laying, and there's 2 that are getting, I don't know how old they are, but they're getting close.
Yeah, they should be getting close.
And then all the little murder chickens over there.
They were with the ducks. These two.
Well, the 2 teenagers. These little murder chickens were with the meat chickens.
They're very aggressive.
It's exciting.
It's super exciting. I'm so happy.
Well, we got some stuff done today, Missy.
We certainly did. Am I going to ramble on?
Yeah. What wasn't enough for you?
It was enough for me, but in my head this morning, I thought, oh, we're going to get the garden planted, we're going to get the chicken run built, we're going to get the brooder done, we're going to get the fence built, and alas, we did a lot and we worked very hard. I forgot that we had to go get pies for Father's Day at church.
I thought I don't have the thing hooked up to zoom in on those deer over there.
Nope.
So, camera malfunction. But the deer, this is the last cool evening because tomorrow it starts getting hot. Summer has announced itself. It will have announced itself. But yeah, I mean, I think there's a number of issues. One, it's just setting the goals too high. And 2 is just, that 1% kind of thing.
Yeah.
1% better every day. 1%. Well,
today we probably got
a lot of percents.
20.
Yeah, we got a lot of percents done today. The last couple days.
Yeah, we worked
We
hard.
hunted up all the garden stuff, ready to. I mean, we're late even for here, but
Yeah.
that's all right.
It's fine.
It's where we are. The chicken run is done.
It's done. They're in.
I
They're
weed-eated
happy.
this backyard some. That was very rewarding.
That's a huge victory.
And it's not done, but it's further than it has been.
Yeah.
We can get the chicken breeder. Well, we just got to move the turkeys into there, and the chickens are ready to roll.
Awesome. We do need to fix our little chickens because they're getting out. They're pesky little things.
I call them murder chickens.
The murder chickens are being
Barn swallows.
being released from the pen because they're just tiny.
It's not officially the end of spring. It's only the 15th of June, but it kind of feels like because of the heat wave that's coming, apparently. I mean, they're saying it's going to be 90-some degrees.
Right.
It won't be 90-some degrees here, probably.
It'll be in Ohio.
Well, someone said just down the road that it was going to be, just 6 miles down the road, it was going to be in the 90s.
Ugh.
But we're 1,000 feet higher in elevation. We typically don't. That doesn't mean it's not going to get hot here.
Right.
But maybe it won't be as hot. Man, we won't even be here. We'll be in Ohio, so
Even hotter.
it'll be on that flatland up there. Oh my! It will be 96 degrees. It'll be 96, 97 degrees. It wasn't that hot last year when we were there.
It wasn't, but there was.
It was
In that one
okay.
afternoon, it was.
But it wasn't
pretty warm.
90-some degrees.
No, and those tents were hot then. They're going to be baking this year. I think it feels like summer because the hay's down. Like,
Well, yeah,
I
everybody's
grew
been
up
cutting hay.
and you only made hay once a year. 4th of July.
Well, that's all that hay's gonna be. That's probably the only time your dad ever took off to make hay.
I think they might come back in the fall and make that.
Those people don't want them to cut it but one time.
Oh, really?
I don't know what kind of deal they have
Yeah,
with them,
I
but
don't know.
everybody else they've only wanted to cut once a year. Well, if I had access to all that ground and the appropriate number of cattle, I would hopefully never have to cut hay. I mean, that would be the goal, is to never cut hay.
Right.
Just rotational graze and let the cows cut it.
You always got to plan for a bad
You got to
winter.
plan.
Especially here.
Plan for bad winters, plan for, we don't have necessarily a drought, not that it
Right.
couldn't happen here, but it just typically doesn't. We had a small drought last summer, but typically we don't have long stretches of time without rain.
Now, are those blackberries?
These are blackberries, and they're coming on quick.
Yeah, they are.
The girls are going to have to check them
Next week.
every day. Father's Day tomorrow, Missy.
Yes, happy Father's Day, baby. You're a pretty awesome dad.
I don't know about that. That's kind of what I was talking about. We're supposed to be awesome dads. We're supposed to be heroes. We're supposed to put ourselves out there as a hero figure. Even though we're going to fail, we want them to believe that we're the heroes. It's that Proverbs 22:6. Train up a child in the way that he should go, and when he's old, he won't depart from it.
Yeah.
That kind of idea. That we have to live that out in front of our kids. We have to be that superstar in front of it, men and women, but we're talking about fathers now. We talked about mothers, a month ago. But we're supposed to train up our children so that they know the direction, know the right choices to make. We're supposed to be, especially dads. I think moms are too. Moms are heroes, but in a different capacity. Dads are certainly supposed to be heroes. It's not that I won't enjoy the heat, but that's not my vibe. This is my vibe. This nice, cool evening. I just hope it doesn't get so blazing hot.
I know.
I mean, I know it's nice. We've got to have some heat. But now that we have so much knowledge about it and they've been talking about it, I'm like dreading it. That's going to be an awesome sunset.
It's going to be gorgeous.
Madison's off at the rodeo, but she would enjoy that. We might have to go up and check it out ourselves. One thing that I think is important that probably the world has moved away from is getting our kids into church.
Yes.
Dads being the leaders, taking the kids to church. That's what we believe in. That's our grounding as Christian faith. And I believe instilling in them the need to be involved in the church and to continue going to church when they're adults is something that we should be doing as fathers, leading our children to be better people in the world. Is anybody who thinks that the world is a better place because we've moved so drastically away from Christianity just isn't paying attention? Don't you think?
I agree. 100%. And you see it all around you. Look how cute she is.
I was actually going to have a talk with you and Madison to see if we might just keep these heifers and just to grow our breeding stock, because we're not, if we keep him, we're not going to be able to keep his daughters. So I know they're not the right quote unquote color, but I mean, for the rest of the world they are.
Yeah.
For here they're not. But we have a 50-50 split of, well, basically 50-50 split of black and white,
right.
Black and red. I know for the most part, the rest of the world would want these black cattle, but I mean, we're looking for red and white cattle. The black ones do just fine.
However, like Bia and her mom do phenomenal in this grass.
Oh my goodness, Bia. Where's Bia? Oh, she's over there.
Yeah.
Bia and 26, they got the genetic for it. All the Herefords seem to do pretty well. Even Maybelline's caught up.
Right. Maybelline looks great.
The only one that really, Helen, she's not really showing her grass
Yeah, she might have to
abilities. We'll see.
She might become freezer.
But I was going to talk to you guys about, we got the 2 bulls and the 3 heifers. And I just thought that puts us to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That'd be 12 bred for 26. That little bull.
Nice.
Easy, fella. I don't think that's the game we're wanting to play, bud. Little bull, big bull. Look how beautiful it is. This place is beautiful.
Stunning.
That's a beautiful cloud. Cows are in the field.
It's perfect temperature.
We just fed our pigs. We got chickens. We got turkeys. We got a garden ready to go. Well, ready to plant.
Right.
We got a plan for the future. It's been an awesome day, Missy.
It's been super awesome.
Sounds like a whole gaggle of hounds over the hill.
I know. Where are they
Every
coming
dog
from?
in the country's barking.
I don't know why. Kai's
Kippy.
got them all mixed
Kippy,
up.
I said Kippy, it's Kai.
Yeah.
Kai is homesick already, day 1. Thanks for an awesome day, Missy. Look at that sky. God has blessed us with a great ending to this day.
He has. It's stunning.
I love you, Missy.
I love you.
Hey, I love you guys too.